So, do you want to hear my story? I don't feel ready. I feel self-conscious.
Why? You went
I feel
and had
self-conscious.
drinks for your friend's 18th birthday. Normal. I've done it for my friend's 18th birthday.
Yeah, but it was embarrassing. And I've got photos to back this up. Look, get over here.
Oh yeah, you didn't show me these.
I got photos to back this up. So, this is after 1. I'm falling out the chair. That's after 2. That's after 4. 8. Yeah.
You're choking someone. You're
not joking.
choking someone out.
I'm not joking.
He's like grabbed them and he's got his hand over their mouth. He's like SEAL teaming.
No, that's
It's a
not true.
takedown.
That's me being choked out. I'm like, get off.
Oh, it's the back of their head.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Someone is assaulting
that's
Tubbo.
me being getting taken
Someone
down.
has attacked Tubbo.
This is me
Wait,
being-
8 what?
Two of the ciders, and I had
Not too strong. You'll be okay.
2 ciders and then half of one and then 4 shots. Oh, that's 7.5.
The shots is what's going to do it, mate.
It was the shot. There
Shots
was
of what?
I don't know. There was a red one.
Was it
One-
sour? It sounds like sours. Was it
One-
sour by chance?
I think so. I don't remember.
It sounds like.
And then there
cherry
was like a
sours.
golden looking one.
What did that one taste like?
Awful.
How? Yeah, but if you were to compare it to something you've had before,
Did like lighter fluid.
you've not tried lighter fluid, Tubbo. Oh, maybe you have. Have you? Please don't say you've tried lighter fluid. Of course you have.
Well, no, it tastes that whole lighter fluid smells.
I think it might either be tequila or whiskey, but I'm trying to work it out. Tequila.
I don't think it was. It was in like a cloudy white bottle.
Chat. Oh, it is.
It's in a cloudy white bottle with like a palm tree, I think.
Oh, that's Malibu. Malibu's clear though.
It might have just looked golden because of the glass. I don't.
I think
I don't.
if it came, that's definitely Malibu you've just described. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
say that's Malibu's one. It tastes of coconut.
No, it
Very-
doesn't. It tastes of lighter fluid. It's awful.
It's a coconut rum, so it's rum with coconut.
It was a lot. So yeah. So I had one to start with because to begin with I was like I don't want any, and then I was like I don't want any. I'm like, you know what? I'm fine. I feel self-conscious because there's people around, but it's okay. I'll just get over it. And then everyone was drinking it. I was like, fear of missing out. I want one. And then I got one, and then I was like, this is gross. Why is it so fizzy? Ew.
Oh, cider.
I was like, it's so fizzy.
Oh yeah, you don't drink fizzy drinks, so yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
So everyone else was drinking, and I'm like, I want to be cool. And then I got one, and I'm like, this doesn't taste too good. I don't like this, so I'm gonna drink
Which
it
is true.
really fast and really quickly, and try get it over and done with.
Fast and quickly. This is a
Fast
guy who knows
and
maximum
quickly.
efficiency.
Yeah. So, but it wasn't peer pressure. I wasn't peer pressure. I was strong enough to not. I was like, well, I wanted to try it anyway, so
Man peer pressured himself.
I did peer pressure myself. I was like, I want to be cool. I got this. I can try the alcohol. Then I tried it, and I'm like, this isn't good. So I tried to drink through it fast. And then by the time I finished it really fast, I'm like, why do I want another one?
That's how it gets you, Tubbo.
And then-
once you've had one, you're like, more would be good.
And then I got another one. And I drank that one. And then my hand started going.
Someone's put alcoholism in chat. What you've just explained is alcoholism. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna have this.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd kill for another one. Ooh.
No, but
Tango and Tookie
it
goes
made
well.
my hands go all slow, and I was tapping my fingers like this, and I'm like, whoa,
My
my hand's so slow.
So weird you said that because I've never like been able to feel that feeling. But I remember the first time Tommy ever drank, he said the exact same thing.
It was so weird. I was like, wow, I cannot hit my fingers together right now. No,
They're really
but
hard.
I tried it, and I'm like, well, my hands all slow. And then I tried to stand up, and I'm like, whoa, why can I not stand up? Why does everything feel so difficult to move? And I was like, whoa, why can't I move? And then I was like, well, this is all right, because it just got dark at that point. I'm like, well, I quite like the dark. Big dark enjoy.
Is that not just the fact that you like the dark though that was acting? Like that didn't sound like the alcohol
Yeah,
actually didn't even.
no,
just
and
like the
it
dark.
made everything very, very funny. And I spent probably about 20 minutes laughing at bluebells. because I was like, oh my god, the bumbles, they go inside you. Tra-la-la.
Man got transported all the way back to 2010. He was like,
No, literally.
this guy will never drink. Serial guy.
Literally, I was just laughing at them, and I was hanging out with my friends, and I'm like, whoa, this is so weird. Why don't I feel nervous anymore? Why don't I feel stressed anymore? Why can't I not form a single comprehensible thought anymore? And it gradually got worse and worse.
Yeah, it sounds like what you did is drink more.
And then people started giving me these little cups. And I was like, ah, it's a little cup. And then I drank the little cup. And then I was like, stomach. Oh, no, the little cups. Very, very, very.
The little cups, they're deceiving because they look so small. Yet
They look so small.
large.
It was a lot. And then I did one of those ones where you lock arms with someone and do that.
I've actually never done that.
I did that, and admittedly, the first time I tried to do a shot, I just did that, and it went over my shoulder because I missed my mouth.
How do you miss your mouth like that much? It's like a whole like.
No, because I was holding it like this forwardly, and my hand was
weird.
like that, and I was like.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. That's a weird way of doing shot.
I poured it over my shoulder, and I'm like, no, I just got this shirt from Tesco's for £7 because I had to wear a shirt. And I was like, no.
I mean, hey, you know what?
I was like, no, my £7
I also have that
Tesco
problem.
shirt.
Generally, I'm like, why do I have to wear a shirt? Just saying.
Yeah, so I did that, and I was wearing my £7 Tesco shirt, and I was devastated. I
understand that.
So the party's going well. Mm-hmm. Everything's really, really, really fun. Mm-hmm. And I've been handed this little glass. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, it looks like squash because, you know, it's like kind of see-through and it's pink. I'm like, summer fruit squash. I'm like, why did they put it in such a puny glass? Give me like a big glass, man. Why do I want such a little, tiny little... I was like, maybe it's just the concentrate of the squash. Maybe they just poured me a little glass of...
I thought you were doing the concentrate of squash.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, maybe I need to add it to like my water bottle or something. And they were like, no, just drink it. And I'm like, yeah, but I already can't feel my spine. So I have it. And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. And so that was number one. And then I was like, whoa, my eyes are funny and my cheeks are numb. Oh, yeah, okay, I have that. And then, obviously, because I went with my friend, because I was a +1, even though I did know the friends who 18th birthday is it, because we went to school together.
Yeah.
So I was kind of a +1. Well, kind of, I don't know. I had the mentality of, like, I'm a +1, so I'm just going to behave. But my friend that I was the +1 with, he was significantly more drunk than I was.
Right.
But at the time, I didn't realize it, because I had also not been drunk before, so this was really strange.
Okay.
So I thought that he was just messing with me. But then after it kind of started to wear off a little bit, I was like, oh wait. Oh no, you're like this. Which was very funny. He was very sweet. No, but then I kept getting brought more and more of these tiny glasses. And I'm like, wow. This one's a different color. It looks like orange juice. I hope it tastes like orange juice. And then it didn't. And it was gross. So yeah, and I had that one. And at this point, this was like shot number 3. And my friend was on like shot number 7.
Ooh.
Ooh. And
oh, Lord. That is a bit much. How old was he at the time of the story? 18. Allow the boy. Please.
So true.
Right, carry on.
But it was rather confused because it was so happy and jumping around and joyful. And I'm like, oh my god, everything's great. And then I got tackled to the floor. And I'm like, how did I get on the floor? It wasn't really...
I've been there. I've been in how did I get on the floor moment.
Yeah, because it wasn't really tackled to the floor. It was kind of like a running jump hug. Now I'm on the floor. It was like... It wasn't a tackle. It was like a running jump hug. And I fell right over. And I
Why was he choked? Who knows? Why did you get choked out?
That wasn't me being. I wasn't choked
They
out.
were chokeholding you.
That was the jump hug. Now I'm on the floor.
It was a chokehold. It was aggressive. I think someone tried to take his life.
Yeah, they did.
Danger in the streets, people.
Danger, so much damn danger. No, so then everyone's kind of like dancing and stuff, and I'm just like, wee, and I'm still like laughing at various garden items like grass and trees and
You
stuff
just kind
like
of
that.
nature observe.
Yeah, because every time I saw like something green, I was like Charlie Slimesicle, and I'm like, the queen is dead, and then I was just like,
The Smiths said the Queen is dead. They did say that.
yeah,
The
but
most famed albums. The Queen is dead.
yeah, and it.
Very good album.
And yeah, and yeah. So I was laughing at that for quite a while. And
The
then,
death of our Majesty the Queen. Moretzel, name of the front.
and then I was just kind of dancing around and singing wrong words to songs. And then it was okay. And then we're gonna fast forward and we're gonna skip to the part where it's time to go home. Okay. And I'm like, right.
Oh,
no.
no. 10.
Oh wait, no. I missed the part where I went on my phone and I opened Instagram and I almost accidentally posted on Instagram. And I was like, oh my God. So I had my phone open and I clicked my little picture because I wanted to go to my face, but I clicked the create story button and it took a photo of me like looking at my phone. And I'm like, oh no, this can never see the light of day. And I was like, wait, this is the story. And then I lobbed my phone, or so I thought, really, really far. I lobbed my phone as far as I could. I'm like, no, I can't make a story. This isn't good. And then I lob it. And I get it gone. And apparently, according to everyone else who was also drunk, it is in the bushes. And I'm like, right, I'm going in. So
I've done this, but I put it on a wall in George Not Found's house, and now there's a dent in it. And George.
no, so I
happy.
take my friend's phone. I'm like, unlock for the torch flash, and I got the flashlight to work and the torch, and I'm looking around for my phone in the bushes, and everyone's like, it's in the bushes. It's in the bushes. I'm like, well, if you insist. I did not throw it in that direction, but if you saw something, I did it.
If you insist.
If you insist, I go to the bushes, and I'm in the bushes, and I'm like, no, there's no way. I've been in these bushes for an hour and a half now. There's no way it's in here.
An hour and a half?
I was looking. And then I'm like, right, I'm going to go to where I threw it. And then I go to the Lord, and I'm like, yeah, it's where I threw it. And I pick it up, because I didn't actually throw it. I just dropped it.
Oh, fair enough. I did throw my phone really hard. I was shocked it didn't damage it.
How big of a bush was it? It was like an entire garden. Right, so I found my phone, and before my parents got me home, I'm like, right, I'm with my friend, and I don't want to embarrass my friend to my parents. I'm like, I'm gonna get a taxi. So I struggled to call like 8 different taxis, and I plug in all the numbers individually for like 8 taxis. I get through to one, they're like, yeah, we got a car coming. And I'm like, that's so cool. It turns out it wasn't actually a taxi. I just called some random guy.
And he was just like, this is funny. Yeah, we got a car for you, pal.
Yeah, we got a car for you. We'll be there any minute now. And I'm like, oh, thank you, man. I love you, man. It's just so great. And he's like, yeah, just stay on the line. And I'm on the line, and I'm like, hey, man, when's the taxi coming, you know? And
That's fucked.
And then, he was like, yeah, it's not. And then he hung up. And I was like, oh no. And then my mum was like, where are you? It's late. And I was like, oh, can you come get me and my friend, please?
Did you embarrass the friend?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. No, so I was like, well, because I called my mum, and I was like, Mother, the numbers on the taxis aren't it.
That's a really good sentence. I want that framed. Mother, the numbers on the taxis aren't it.
Yeah, it was something along the lines of that. I don't remember. I don't even remember the conversation happening.
It sounds fun. I like that line. That's a really good line.
And then I'm like, come get me, please. And she's like, okay, what's the postcode? And I'm like, up. But I meant to say, like, I'll look it up. But I just went, up.
Jesus
She made
Oh god.
She made it. She made it. And
Wow, that's impressive.
joyfully, my father was also there.
Oh,
In the passenger seat of the car.
I love your dad.
So me and my friend get into the back of the car and struggle to sit on the seat.
Oh,
Well, because it was kind of like a slide.
I've been drunk in many
It was-
cars. I've never once been like, well, this is rather complicated, don't you think?
No, because it wasn't really a struggle. It was more of like, so we didn't know who to get in first. So I went first, and it was like and then I was trying to, I clambered in, and I sat down in the middle seat. He sat on the seat next to me, and I was like, and I was just really enjoying the seatbelt for a little bit, and I'm like, this is great. I'm gonna plug this in, have a great time, and then we start driving, and I just burst into hysterics.
Oh, it was the tears. Like, oh god.
No, I burst into hysterics, and I remember distinctly the car journey being like a roller coaster. And I'm like, this is a roller coaster. I'm on a roller coaster right now. And then I'm laughing, and my friend next to me is laughing. And then
Your parents just are not laughing.
they are not.
It's like
They are not
midnight.
laughing.
They just want to go to bed, and they're like, fucking hell. What did we raise?
And they are not laughing.
That's what my pick. No,
So
I
they are
got
not
a
laughing.
text.
And then they mention something they're doing with my sister, and I'm like, oh, Lottie! Oh, Lottie! And then I laugh more. And I'm like, oh no. So then that goes on for like the entire card game. And it's a lot of me being like, Father, you have a beard. It's like weird shit like that. Maybe not that exactly, but like weird shit like that.
I actually remember the first time I was seriously drunk around my parents, and it was just so much worse. So yeah, your parents are driving you home.
Oh yeah,
Big
so
annoying
me
day.
and my friend, we get home,
Uh-huh.
and my parents have already got out the car, and we're sat in the car in the driveway because the car is still moving for me, and I'm like, we can't get out yet.
Okay.
Well, no, not really, but we sit in the car for a while, and we don't fully get out yet. We walk into the door over there. You know that door?
I know the famous
That's
door.
the door you beat into.
Famous door.
I immediately walk in and just lie on the floor. That's why there's clothes in the kitchen, and also my shoes are caked in mud. No, so where was I? So yeah, no, it's not in there though, but it's the other bit. You know the other bit all the way over there.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
So I'm sliding in the floor, and I'm sliding past the door that goes into the living room, and I spot Lani, and I go, Lani! Because it's Lani from the car. And then,
Lani from the car. I like that.
yeah, and then he starts laughing and also lies on the floor. So we're lying on the
Why
floor
not,
now. We're lying on the floor now in the hallway, laughing at my sister, and then the other one shows up, and it's just a field day. It's a field day, and my mum's just like, go to bed. Go to bed. Drink water. Go to bed.
Drink water, goes to bed. Good advice, actually.
Yeah, so that was quite exciting. And then, so we're lying on the floor, and then we clamber to our feet, and we're walking back to here. And that's why the kitchen's full of clothes, because we were in like coats because it was raining, and like soaking wet shirts with t-shirts underneath, and it's just like getting it all off. It's all over my kitchen still, and I get in here, and I'm like, no, I didn't get the water I needed. I was told to get water, and I can't let mother down. He stays in here, and I'm like, I need to get this water. I don't know what I need it for, but I must get it. So you know how I've got those two little steps, that little step up into the kitchen over there?
Yeah.
So those two steps, I could not get up them. I got down them fine, but I get to these two steps, and I'm crawling, and like I keep rolling over like a turtle on my back, trying to get up these two steps. And I get to the cupboard, and I open it, and it's full of mugs. And I'm like, no! No!
You can't drink water out of a mug.
I need a glass of water, not a mug! So I slam the cupboard shut. And I try to find my way to the glasses. I open the cupboard for glasses. Empty. But, or so I thought. they were transparent.
I fucking knew you were gonna say that as well. I was like, you just didn't see them because they're fucking see-through, didn't
And
you?
I'm like, there's no glasses. So I get over to the sink and I'm like, I need to go all mouth in. I get over to the sink and I'm like, right, I'm gonna run the water to make it extra cold.
That's wise.
Because I still didn't know I was meant to drink it, so I thought I needed to transport it. So I put my mouth under it and I filled my mouth up with water. I'm like, okay, let's go. So I turn off the tap and I run back down these two little stairs, and I'm like, whoa, the Grand Canyon's getting bigger these days. I go down the stairs, I get back in here, my friend's here, and I swallow the water, and I'm like, I need to go get more. But I get to the two stairs again because I've swallowed it now, and I'm like, well,
You've swallowed it now.
and I was like, well, how am I meant to water the plants now I've swallowed it? Like, and I'm like, oh, I can't water the plant, and then I get defeated by those two steps out there, and I can't get back up, and I just can't get up, and I'm like, right, okay, I'm gonna get in here, and then I'm like, wait, I better not be sick.
Generally in life that is true.
My friend was like, I feel ill. And I'm like, no, don't be ill. And I'm like, I'll get you a saucepan to throw up in. I know!
My influence!
It was influenced by you! You were like, I threw up in a saucepan in Wilbur's house. And I'm like, you know what? I need a saucepan right now. It's going to be one of those.
Not a good idea, by the way. I don't know why Will on earth got me a saucepan, but like...
Yeah. No. So I was like, right. Jack said it was a good idea. And so I got...
Never said it was a good idea. Said it's what.
But Jack did it, and I'm like, right, if Jack did it and he's still alive, it means I'm not gonna die tonight. I get the saucepan and I lay the saucepan down next to the bed, and no one ever throws up in it. But the next morning, I have to explain to my mother why I'm putting a perfectly clean saucepan in the wash. I'm being like, no, I don't want to cook with the possible puke saucepan. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, no, I give him the saucepan, and I'm like, don't be ill now.
What?
Yeah, so I wake up in the morning and I still feel drunk.
Yeah, that happens. All hungover. I'm not... Which one do you reckon it was?
It was drunk to begin with because my friend was still drunk. He was
You
still
can still be drunk when you wake up.
he was just still rolling around like no, and then my head hurt and I'm like, why is it hurt? And then I had to go outside and face the wrath of my siblings.
What do you mean the wrath?
Well, because they were like, what is wrong with you? Why were you rolling on the floor and laughing at us?
Oh, right, yeah. No, I
Because I kept going like, it's Lonnie from the car. And I was like, oh my god, it's Tegan!
What was Tegan from? Just life?
Well, she came from upstairs, so that was quite humorous in itself.
Tegan from upstairs.
Tegan from upstairs. Sorry. But yeah, no, that was my experience.
I do appreciate you
Did I
saying
do
that.
it well, Jack?
I think that sounds like a pretty funny first time. I'll be honest, that sounds like a good one. And plus, no one got nude.
What?